Okay, let's have a look. What we have here is a run through of the new Scene Manager class. Now the Scene Manager is different to how it's been done previously. It actually needs to be ran in a separate scene, and then everything is done additively. Firstly, if you have a camera in any of your scenes, you have to disable them before running through this scene. The Camera and Game Manager scene has both the camera rig and the Game Manager attached to it. Everything else will be added additively as it loads. There is a couple of options over here. When you reach the end of your scene lists, you can loop back to the beginning, or you can go to a menu scene. If you select go to, you simply just add a scene like this. Just drag it straight in. For this demo, we're just going to loop back around. Okay, as you can see here, we now have a list of scenes. Each list is a serialized object that has various fields. If we go back in here, we can drag things like the scene we want. If we have an instructions for this level, we can put them in there. We can have win and loss screens added. If you wish to trigger any events on the win, the loss, or on loading, these can be all done here in these event lists. The next thing that we need to look at is the level manager. So each of these scenes, including the instructional and the win and loss scenes, require a level manager in them. The level manager is just basically here when you reach your win conditions or your lose conditions. You set that up here. You trigger these events. If you have anything, for instance, we have a look here in the win screen. This has just a level manager and a quad with some vtext on it, but we also have a thumbs up button. Just to tell us that we want to do a thumbs up. This is just a simple gesture. All this is we drag the level manager in and we trigger the on win. Basically what that does is just sends a follow-up trigger through to the scene manager to say that this window is now closed. After that, the scene manager back here will load the next scene and continue on. So let's have a quick look at this in action. I'm going to quickly grab my headset. And run the scene. Okay, this is our instruction scene. As you can see here, I'm just going to give it a thumbs up. Okay, in this scene, this is the first scene. As you can see, this is just the bare bones scene with the activities. Now I've set the activity up. If I tap it, it will trigger a win condition, which gives us our win screen. Thumbs up to progress to the next scene. Here we are, scene 2. Again, we got the instructions. We'll give it a thumbs up. Now this has a slight issue, mainly that this scene also has a thumbs up over here, which gives us back. And if you can see, we are now back in level 1. It's looped all the way around, nice and safe. And that's it. there is a slight note that I must point out is if you're getting errors with the OVR camera rig or the hand tracking grabber script, just spam right here if you're using a headset. That's caused by not reloading the domains. So if you just go into project settings, editor, and if you have this enter play options checked, what that doesn't do, it doesn't reload the domain every time you hit play, which means all your static variables still have the same values from the last run through, and that will cause those errors if you get them. So just simply uncheck and it will continue on and fix that up.